I signed up a new customer, and I was kind of surprised how quickly everything got accepted and put on file. Now I understand why. Hey folks, Randy here, Dulin Cut Trim. Well, it's Monday morning. It rained pretty much all day Sunday, so the ground is nice and moist. It's not supposed to rain anymore today, but it is supposed to rain tomorrow. So we're gonna get done as much as we can today. I don't know why I'm talking about like tomorrow affects today. It doesn't. So never mind. So today's actually this week is a little different. Since I started my business full time, I've always run it so that I was mowing 4 days a week, and then Friday I saved for maintenance and whatever I wasn't able to get done, in the first 4 days. But I'm up to, as of this morning, 91 mowing accounts, and taking care of that over the course of 4 days just isn't working. So bumping it to 5. So I think that's it's going to help a lot, because I kind of proved to myself I could do 20 in a day, and I could do that multiple times in a week. But who wants to do that? Especially if you don't have to. So I don't want to do that, at least not, until I actually have to. So that's what's happening. All right, well, it's 1:40. I had, I believe it was 14 on the schedule for today. And it's 1:40 in the afternoon. Got them all done. So now I get to deal with all the other junk I got to do today. Got to deal with got the laptop that I carry around with me. The screen's cracked, so I got to see if I can get that repaired, and if not, get it replaced. I feel like there's some other stuff I got to do, but I can't remember what it is. I was hoping that the interior shaft, drive line, whatever it's called, for my trimmer was going to come in today, but apparently it didn't. So not going to be fixing that today, so I'm still stuck using the Toro trimmer from Home Depot, which is getting the job done, but I really don't like using it. So that's alright. Got it all done. Get ready for the next day. It's Tuesday, and seems like Tuesday is one of the days that really is benefiting from me moving to a 5-day schedule. I don't know how this well, no, I do know how it happened. There's a couple of folks that asked me to skip this week, and whatever. For reasons, I've only got 8 to do today, which is actually pretty awesome because my wife is actually off work today. So 8 lawns, I'll have that done way before lunchtime. I'm going to hang out with her all day, so score! Just got to hit up the gas station first, and then we'll be mowing and going. So it's Wednesday. We got 12 lawns on the schedule today, which isn't much, but Wednesday is kind of my weird day where it's kind of where I just kind of drive all over the place. I spend 3.5 days in one city mowing, and then a half day in a city right next to it, and then on Wednesdays, right smack dab in the middle of the week, that's kind of when I hit everything else. So I mean, if you're familiar with my area, basically I service just south of Baltimore for the most part, for the 3.5 days, or 4 days really. And then on that fifth day, I basically head all the way up to Annapolis and then over to Severn. So Wednesday is only 12 lawns, but they're all over the place. Which again, 12, not a big deal. But today, I've got to pick up my son from the bus stop. He gets dropped off at 4:45. But I'm also got to pick up my mother from work today. So I got to get all this stuff done in time to do that. So I get it done. Just kind of got to rush. I had in my head I was going to do a bunch of filming today, and wanted to, but then honestly lost all motivation once I got in the truck. So I might film some stuff. I tried to film some stuff yesterday, and it didn't work out very well. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, and actually the backing plate for my GoPro, I lost it on one of the lawns. It just kind of flew off, so I can't really mow with it, but I could set the camera up somewhere. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Bearings are going out on the left wheel on the sulky, and so what's happening? It's like the bearings are actually kind of long, and so they're coming out and then getting wedged between the I don't know the words, between the axle and I'm gonna say the hub because I can't think of what else to call it. And it's getting stuck and making it so it's dragging. So I was able to wiggle it loose, but I ended up having to walk the rest of this last property I did. I only got 2 left. Now I gotta decide, am I gonna buy new bearing kits for this thing, which would be, I think they're 25 bucks a piece. So am I going to do that? Spend $50 on bearings? Or, I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the obvious thing. But the thing is, it's not it's not just the bearings that need to be replaced. And one of the axles is actually damaged. I don't know how it happened, but it's got a massive gouge in it. And I think that's what the bearings on that side are catching on. But I don't know. I like having the 2-wheel sulky, but honestly, I might sell it or maybe hang on to it as a backup. But I think I might get a 1-wheel sulky to replace it. You know, just I like the 2-wheel better, but with 1 wheel, there's less parts to break. So I don't know. Got to figure that out. But it's really annoying. But 2 left. Look at all that. That was underneath the deck. Goodness gracious. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock, and I think I either have 4 or 5 left. I can't remember which. But I have to look, but I'm not looking right now because I'm driving. But of course, you know, I'm just whining and complaining about that Bradley sulky. It finally bit the dust, I think, for real. It's not, I can't use it anymore without the without a new bearings kit, and honestly, I don't know if it'll work even if I got a new bearings kit because the axles are so damaged. So I don't know. I do know I need a sulky. There's no way I'll be able to keep up on the lawns without one. So my only option may be to buy another Bradley sulky. But I'm getting a 1 wheel this time because there's less things that can go wrong. I signed up a new customer, and I was kind of surprised how quickly everything got accepted and put on file. Now I understand why. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It is Friday. Got 13 on the schedule today. It's kind of funny. I was telling my wife, you know, last year I used to be like, man, I got like 13, 14 on the schedule. Today's a tough day. Now, it's Friday. Got 13 on the schedule. Today's my easy day. Really grateful for that. But the thought of it just kind of makes me laugh. The one thing I did think, though, is like I ended up having to do, I can't remember if it was 4 or 5 lawns without the sulky yesterday. And man, I'm not as good a shape as I thought I was. Because I was sore. Can't just be walking all these properties. What kind of nonsense is that? So I'm very tired. Got this other guy that's got a lawn business on my street, but his I don't know. Whenever he looks at me, he always looks at me like like we're competition or something. Which I guess technically we are, but yeah. More than enough lawns go around, buddy. Let's just be friends. Just finished lawn number 2 and got a flat tire. I don't know what it is with the left side of this mower, man. The left wheel on the sulky, the bearings on that disintegrated, and now the left wheel has a flat net. So I'm gonna pump it up, see what we can do. Might have to repair it flat, which wouldn't be the end of the world. I've got spare tires actually, so I could just swap them if I needed to. Prefer not to, but you know, it's life. Just pumped her up at the gas station, so we'll see if that, hopefully it's just a really slow leak. Maybe I can just slime it, that would be nice. Or at least get through the day. Alright, it's 1:20. I got 3 lawns left. I had to make a quick pit stop to help out a relative, get back and forth to a doctor's appointment. You know, that's one of my favorite things about being self-employed is I've got complete control of my schedule. You know, I get to decide which 20 hours of the day I'm going to work. But I really like the fact that if I need to help out somebody, like if they need, you know, a ride to the doctor's office, if I need to pick up my son from school because he's sick or whatever, or if somebody's got a flat tire or whatever, I really like that I'm able to help in that way. It's one of the huge benefits to me of doing what I do. I got 3 left. I gotta hustle. Gotta get it done because once I'm done, I'm not working anymore for the rest of the week. No more work. Zero. No work. Just gotta, except for the busted sulky and the leaking tire, and the shaft came in for the FS90R, so I've got to replace that and sharpen the blades, clearing the deck, oil change. Everything needs oil changes, but except for all that, no more work. I'm done.